that he had found the body before the police.
We're doing a test run of Jack the
Ripper. There was another man standing over it.
The video you're hearing in the background is the missing evidence, Jack the Ripper, from the Smithsonian
At the time,
channel.
the man described by Paul was obviously unknown to the police. Yet the day after the newspaper interview, he appeared at the inquest.
So we are going to start by looking. We're going to start by looking into Jack the Ripper as a child, into his childhood. Okay. So we're going to start by looking into his relationship with his mother.
Why did such a crucial witness not come forward more willingly?
For the person who found the body to just disappear and then reappear on the second day of the inquest, that's something that's quite unique.
We'll read it card by card.
Krister tried to find out more about the elusive Charles Cross, but the mystery only deepened.
The Sun in Reverse talks about delayed gratification, temporary depression, waiting.
No one called Cross living at that address.
Seven of Wands in Reverse.
That is Common Cross.
Weak boundaries.
And his address to the police was subsequently found out not living at the address he had given.
So who was Charles Cross? When Krister Holmgren found the answer, it unlocked a mass of incriminating evidence.
The Hierophant in Reverse.
Evidence that convinced him that the reluctant witness was actually
problems with authority.
Now, he's heading for London to prove it.
Whatever I find about this man will go to confirm.
We're a community of over 20,000 doctors.
She could have been very greedy. She could have been very greedy, because this talks about lack mindset, bankruptcy, poverty. Six of Pentacles in Reverse, debt, one-sided charity, selfish. It was a selfish energy. Maybe she was very stingy with money, like you can't have anything. Then we have the Knight of Cups in Reverse. Somebody had unrealistic expectations. So it could have been that. He could have been a very demanding mother, like he was just not good enough. She was very overbearing. Caused a lot of chaos as a child, a lot of heartache. So he had a lot of issues with his mother. Okay, yeah, a lot of arguments. Probably around money. About money. I'm almost getting like this is what caused him to move away from his mother. Like, yeah, okay. So his mother was very overbearing, controlling, expected him to do more that. Okay, so this is as a child. Let's see what his relationship as with his father was as a child. He could have moved away. With the third party. So the father left with yeah. That's why there was a lot of fighting in the home. Like, that's why the mother was so cruel to him. She was taking out her frustrations out on him. What's the Seven of Swords?
Robert Paul. Paul had set off to find a policeman, but when the two men saw Constable Misen, it was Cross who went to speak to him. At the inquest, C. Misen recounted their conversation. He revealed that Charles Cross told him two things.
What? I'm wondering.
That a woman was lying in Buck's Row, and then that there was a policeman with her who had been put to the
What's
system.
this?
Yet, Cross knew there was no policeman with the body. It seems he was lying.
The first lie was the one about him simply playing down the seriousness of the errand. The second lie would be that he said that another piece he was
Okay.
You know, a death is a death. It's always a serious death.
So it's like the husband could have,
In a particular way. But it must
his father could have
say
killed
there's a woman lying in the street.
his mother.
The intimation that a woman
So we're talking about his childhood.
would lower his
So this is going to be like,
With a very good risk of missing the
you know, from birth to about 10, 11 years old, right?
So what I think we have here is a perfectly shaped
I'm getting, this could have been when he was maybe a little bit older.
Believing that Charles Cross was simply
Or maybe he just,
her at the scene, Constable Misen let him go on his way. Yet in a remarkable twist of fate, when
wait,
Misen reached the crime scene, there actually was
died.
there. Local body
Oh, maybe he wanted to move away with his lover,
when he gets the body.
and that caused a lot of conflict in the home.
So
So maybe she killed the father, because the father, like, or maybe he, okay, I don't know how, okay, this is just a test run. There was some cruelty. Somebody like overpowered someone, so it could have been the emperor that got rid of the mother. Let's see. Let's clarify with this deck real quick. What can you tell me about the Queen of Wands or Queen of Cups?
Cross had no choice but to come forward to the inquest.
Oh,
But when he appeared, he gave the coroner a false name.
he would have been duty if he was
oh.
when giving evidence on oath. So the fact he didn't,
So the overbearing mother, right? She was really This could have been someone who was like
Cross is of tremendous
of status. This could be a boss, a father, but I'm getting more of status. His father could have been of status, and he found joy or happiness.
But the deception went unnoticed. Cross drifted into obscurity.
Hold on.
In 2005, a group of amateur enthusiasts started to investigate Charles Cross and solve the mystery of his identity.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to work through this. I keep going back and forth, back and forth.
Charles Allen Cross had given the inquest.
But I'm almost getting
Alan Lechmere was registered as head of the family.
that the mother
Same first and
could have. Okay.
nor is it a coincidence.
The mother killed the father
Records charting Lechmere's life. They
because the father wanted to move away to the third party.
in 1860
Okay, right?
records, they found the breakthrough they were looking for.
So watching him move on, you know, seeing that brought a lot of heartache to this Queen of Cups.
In all, there are 120 official documents
Because he wanted to go move away to this third party. Who was this third party?
Charles Allen Lechmere.
Somebody who he
He launched the next phase of his investigation.
went to their place of business, you know?
Opened the door to a deluge of spine-tingling new
And it was like,
Christopher started to believe that he
she was just like, you're leaving me for a prostitute? Damn. Let's see if anything comes out with the index cards. mind games. This person could have played mind games. I'm thinking of the mother. Hold on, guys. Let me get this. You know, and the father is just like, okay, you're right, I'm wrong. Should I stay? Should I go? And so he went out to have some fun. This was love gone bad. They did mad, so the mother could have been really angry. Because he was like, the father was like, fuck your feelings, you know, I'm gonna go be happy. Because again, the mother was very overbearing, okay? Okay, so she drove her husband away. Okay, and this was all going on during Jack the Ripper's childhood, between his mother and his father. Wow, okay. I kind of like using the index cards. I'm gonna have to start using them like that. All right, so that was his relationship with his mother and his father. What was the mother's occupation? Anything else for the mother's occupation? Okay. Let's get something for the father's occupation. And we got the Lovers, the Death. No, it's like, we don't need to be talking about work. It's like the clarity, judgment's being called. Yeah, I killed him. And he's over here saying, the bitch killed me. Damn. Okay, spirits are stuck. Spirits are stuck. So the mother and the father. So Jack the Ripper, his mother was overbearing and very a control freak. Drove the father away into the arms of a prostitute. It's not, I don't know. This is just kind of what I'm getting. He decides, I'm in love with, you know, this person that I solicited their services, and I'm leaving you for her. She was like, you're not leaving me for some prostitute, and killed him. Yeah, that was a secret. Okay. So we were going to look into their occupation. Into his occupation, okay. How did this relationship, the relationship between his mother and his father, how did that, or his relationship with them shape his, from in the home, how did it shape? A lot of conflict with these women that work doing this, that solicit. So he grew to hate prostitutes because it's like prostitutes bring chaos in people's home. Oh, I was picking that up earlier too, that he felt justified in doing this, kind of like a Victorian era Dexter type. He felt justified in taking out the women that did this kind of work. They knew how to pull a man away from his children. That's how he saw it. That's what the mother could have been saying to him. These whores, they ruined families and they pull them away from their children. When, instead of telling him the truth that, I'm a bitch and this man don't want to be around me, and he'd rather keep the company of, and that's usually what side chicks, I don't know, do. They are the therapist, the third-party therapist, you know? And wow, okay. Okay. So that's how it shaped him. Okay, so how was Jack the Ripper seen by, like, friends, his classmates, you know? How was he seen by others? How was he seen by his peers? How is Jack the Ripper seen by his peers? We have the Queen of Wands. I'm getting, I don't know. He was like, I'm getting, he was like really confused, you know? He didn't know, he was just trying to get away from this confusion, okay? I'm getting like, anybody who was like seen as, okay, so anyone who was seen as like beautiful, it like almost brought him a lot of joy to like argue and fight and put him down. Almost trying to create like some kind of reality that, oh, all you're gonna do is break up, be homewreckers. That's all you're gonna be. You're gonna do this for money. But he was really just sad and trying to find a way to get away from, yeah, break free, trying to hide. Oh, he wanted to kill anyone who enticed him. Ooh, I was getting this as an adult. But maybe he was having these, thoughts. Yeah, maybe he was having these thoughts. That's what he was trying to hide from. Yeah, trying to get away. These thoughts had him. Like, I just want to kill anybody who entices me. Or who, like, yeah, who I see as beautiful, sexy, and, this is how his, peers saw him. Maybe it's not, his peers aren't even, it's more, I'm getting more him, man. Okay, let's see, how did his peers, how did his friends see him? Yeah, he could have been like, he came off as very sweet, I heard unassuming. He always focused on what he needed to do. But they saw him as secretive and maybe a little deceptive, and that might have made them a little nervous. This could have even been, again, I'm getting as an adult. It's not even saying anything about his peers. It was like almost like, even if things weren't going well, he always looked like everything was fine. Even though he could have been very burdened by what was going on at home. Okay, let's bring it back. Okay, I was gonna see, well, okay, where are we at? We're at 19, 20. think I'm gonna, should I keep going? No, I think I'm gonna leave it there. This was a test run. I don't think I'm gonna release this. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But that's kind of interesting, no? I don't know why I keep hearing this. Just keep going. Just keep going. If I'm hearing that, then at some point I may have released it. Yeah, they're like, we wanna get solution to who this devil really is. We wanna call judgment finally, High Priestess. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's look into. Let's look into his adolescent years. This is 10 to like 19, 10 to 18. Okay, at this point, I was saying like he could have already had some kind of job. But let's look into 10 to, okay. It keeps pushing. It's almost like it doesn't want to talk about like childhood. Let's look into his education. What can you tell us about his education? Okay, so it's saying about his education. He was worried about like this devil on his. I just got this devil on his back. It's like he loved his prostitutes, and that could have been the devil on his back. So, so this could be like the devil on my dad's back is the same devil on my back, and he feels like that's what tore his family apart. So, to keep the devil off his back, he felt justified in taking out these women. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of mental conflict. Okay. So let's look into his. Let's keep trying to pull for his education. Anything for education? Oh no, it was saying, sorry, my bad. Yeah, he was like he wasn't even focused on school. He was just focused on, trying to get this devil off his back. Okay, so let's look into his, and this is his adolescent years. So, I don't know, unless he was having these thoughts at 10 years old. I mean, this gotta be when he's like 18, 19, up there. So let's look into his friends. How did, if he had friends. Again, so I don't know if this is him or his father, but this could be like, again, a position of some kind of, some kind of position in work. Like, by day he was this emperor at work, and by night he was this king of wands. So it's like he lived a double life. This is what kept him bound and trapped. Damn. Okay. These are his friends. Okay, let's. maybe people distrusted him and didn't really like wanted to move away from him.
25-30 minutes walk from where the majority of the was. Also of interest to me was where he worked.
Yeah.
Here, full speculations at this stage. He worked at
Yeah, like maybe they knew that he was like this. Maybe they knew that he was like this. He was an emperor by day, you know, this king, this high and mighty, you know, and this king of wands by night, sneaking around the corner. Doesn't that kind of look like London? Damn. So his friends probably knew that. So he was doing this like early 17, 18, 19. Yeah, he was like, he was definitely an adolescent doing this. Spirit saying that's the truth. He would give women money for their services. He had some, he had built something, had something. He wasn't like living in poverty, I don't think. Yeah, he had, yeah, authority. He was respected in his field, whatever that was. I didn't want to, well, okay. I don't think we have looked into that yet. Did he have any like actual love relationships? Did he have any like relationships? Was he married? Or well, he's kind of young. Did he have a girlfriend? He liked to, no. He didn't have a girlfriend. He found joy in going to, you know, the pub and drinking and partying with these women. Then he would offer them their love for, you know, money. I got hypocrite. This emperor really wasn't an emperor. He really hid who he was. He was deceptive about who he was. The reason why he came to us is because he found happiness with us. The truth is, at home, it was a burden and depressing. Coming to us is how he found, you know, how he was able to transform that and get away from his reality. Ooh, it was all for show. So his friends, his family, knew that he was like this. His education, it was like, it's not even important, you know, I have to do what I do. I work, you know, play my role. As for relationships, he found joy in prostitutes because it helped him escape his reality. How was he seen by others? How was he seen by others? How is he seen by others? Like, he can get away with anything. He's able to, you know, like magic, make all the shit disappear. Could have been that he got somebody pregnant. Because the way he chose to escape had a strong hold on him. You know, this is maybe a sex addiction. Yeah, he was trying to get away from that addiction, trying to find balance in his life. Oh, this is crazy to talk about Jack the Ripper like this, man. That's how he was seen by others. Like, he just couldn't escape that devil that was on his back, that devil that was women, and it would make him act a fool. Interesting. How did he feel about what he did at the time? Like, that he did this to these girls. How did this make him feel? Again, yeah. Like, the card flipped. I want to see what card it is. But, how he felt about killing these girls, it brought him kind of, like, it was cool. Like, he was justified in doing it. Yeah. He felt like he was justified in what he did. It's like, I'm killing my devil. My love for, my love for love of many women, my sexual behaviors, that I'm trying to escape that. And it doesn't have to be just women, it could have been that he was an alcoholic too. How else did he feel? We can... What he got caught up in, it was about, sneaking around in these dark alleyways. He didn't know how to get out of what he got himself caught up in, and that's getting probably one of these prostitutes pregnant. Wow. Yeah, it's like, get me out of here. The devil had him trapped, Damn. So that is during his adolescent years. I think if most rippertologists, I think most of them believe that he's... Well, no, that's not true, because we're going to look into the suspects too, guys. The top suspects of, police suspects, rumored suspects, suspects from books that have been written, literary suspects. So we're going to look into into these different people, as well as looking into the victims. Yeah. Let me see. We're also going to look into the royal conspiracy, where it was believed that Queen Victoria's grandson, Prince Albert Victor, was, he was named as a possible ripper suspect. Yeah. Okay, so that's, yeah. All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Like, again, I don't know if I'm going to release this. If I do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to check out the description box for more information on how to schedule your own personal readings. If not, then this is where I leave you. We'll see you guys next time.